Very good morning, dear children. Today we will discuss about the human eye and colorful world, one of the important chapter for your examination point of view. So what exactly the human eye and what content we are going to study in this chapter? So human eye in the sense, the first point we are going to study about the power of accommodation, that is power of accommodation, all right? And second important point is that is defect of vision. So we are going to discuss about the defect of vision. So defect of vision, defect means they are not a disease, okay? Defect is just damage, right? We can say damage, right? Defect of vision we are discussing. So basically there are three types of defects we have. One is myopia, hypermetropia and presbyopia, right? These are the defect of vision. Then in this chapter we are going to discuss about the dispersion of light. Dispersion of light we are discussing, and refraction of light through the prism. Refraction of light through prism, okay? Then last, that is a scattering of light. Scattering of light, okay? And next important is that is a Raman effect or scattering of light, and why the color of sky is blue. Color of sky is blue, okay? So these are the content we are going to cover in this video, right? So first point is power of accommodation. So these are the important points we are going to cover in this chapter: power of accommodation, defects of vision, dispersion, refraction of light through the prism, right? Scattering of light, and why the color of the sky appears blue color, right? All these important content we are going to study in this class, okay? So let us understand what is the power of accommodation. So the power of accommodation is nothing but the ability of eye lens to adjust its focal length, okay? That is called power of accommodation. In details we are going to study lastly, okay? But next here in this slide, that is defects of vision we are going to discuss. Defects of vision, defects of vision and their correction, okay? Yeah. So let us study what are the defects here, how many defects we have, then how to correct it, okay? So basically there are three defects we have. Three defects. One is myopia. This myopia is also known as nearsightedness. Okay, understood? This myopia, in examination they may ask what is the another name for myopia. The another name for myopia will be nearsightedness. And second one is hypermetropia. Okay? So this hypermetropia is also known as farsightedness. Okay? Yeah. And third one is important, presbyopia. Right? So there is no another name for presbyopia. So these are the three defects we are going to study. So one by one we are going to study what is a defect, how it occurs, how to correct it, okay? Important part. So first important defect is myopia. So this myopia is also known as what? Nearsightedness. The word nearsightedness means we can see the nearby object clearly, you can say, right? Nearsightedness. Myopia, a person with a myopia can see the nearby object clearly but cannot see the far object distinctly. Hope you understood. A person with a myopia can see the nearby object clearly but cannot see the far object distinctly. So such a condition we call it as myopia. So why this myopia occurs? What happens to our vision? Why we can't see the far object clearly? Look at this. Just by diagram we can understand. This is our eye. Just imagine this is our eye, right? So when the rays of light, look at this, when the rays of light enters our eyes, okay, so for a normal vision, I'm just discuss about the first normal vision. For normal vision, okay, there is no defect. For a normal vision, a person with a normal vision, after refraction, these rays will form on the retina. It will fall on the retina. There the image is formed and that image is converted into electrical signal and sent to the brain, and brain interprets the image. This is what happens to the normal vision. But for a correction, okay, for a myopic eye, what will happen? This is our eye, consider this is our, this is what eyeball, okay. When the rays enters into the eye lens, okay, after refraction they are not going to reach the retina. What will happen here? After refraction they will not reach into the retina, therefore the image will not form on the retina. So if the image is not formed on the retina, it is difficult for us to see the far object clearly, okay, to see the far object distinctly. For that reason, so that person will get a myopia. That person will get what? Myopia. So what is the reason? What is the reason to get the myopic eye? There are two reasons. We can say the one reason, okay. One is the elongation of elongation of eyeball elongation of eyeball, we can say. See, this eyeball become elongated so that the retina, so that the refracted ray will not reach the retina. Or we can say that excessive curvature of excessive, okay, curvature of eye lens, excessive curvature of eye lens. Very, very important. Try to understand here. They may ask in the examination. So how does myopic eye occurs? You may answer the myopic eye or myopia occurs due to elongation of eyeball, or we can say excessive curvature of eye lens. So this is the reason, okay na? Try to understand. If you can copy these two reasons, okay. Yeah, to correct the myopic eye, what we have to do here? So this you just copy it, so that will next will how to correct we'll see, okay. I think you are copied, right? Next, so correction, how to do the correction for myopic eye, correction for myopic eye. So as I told you, the rays enters into the eye lens will not reach the retina. So to make it reach the retina, what we have to do? So we are taking the appropriate power of concave lens. After taking the concave lens, what will happen? These rays just little bit diverted, alright. And look at this. I'm just showing you with a big eyeball, okay. Yeah. So after diverging, these rays are made to fall on the retina. These rays are made to fall on the retina and bring back the image on the retina. This is how we are correcting the myopic eye, by using what? Concave lens. Understood? Hope you understood. By using the concave lens, we can correct the myopic eye. So in the examination, how they will ask, so how to correct the myopic eye, or which lens are using for correction of myopic eye, they may ask, okay. So second condition is very important, that is hypermetropic eye, hypermetropia, we can say. This hypermetropia is also known as far-sightedness. What we call it as far-sightedness. Try to understand far-sightedness. Say whatever we are expelling here, try to see the video repeatedly so that you are able to understand. Okay, and those who are watching this video and not subscribed, kindly subscribe and put the bell icon so that you are able to access all the videos. Whatever the videos we are uploading into the YouTube, you can access it. All right, yeah, and just you take the benefit of it, right? So yes, yeah, come back. So hypermetropia, this hypermetropia is nothing but a person with a hypermetropia can see the can see the far object clearly, but cannot see the nearby object distinctly. Okay, this condition we call it as hypermetropia. So what happens? Why does it occur? Let us understand with the help of diagram. Look at this. As I told you, this is our eyeball. Okay, I'll just show you with the normal vision. Okay, for normal vision, what will happen? The rays enter into the lens. Okay, and they reach the retina. Over, finished. They reach the retina. This is for what? Normal vision. For this is a normal vision, right? So what will happen to the hypermetropia? So consider this is our eye lens. Okay, and this is the eyeball. So what happens when the rays coming from the object enters into the lens, then they get refracted and they will not reach the retina, they will fall beyond the retina. So due to this reason, we are not able to see the near object clearly. Why? Because for our near point, for normal vision, near point will be 25 centimeter. So if you keep your textbook in front of you by placing at a 25 centimeter, your vision will be clear. Okay, those who have a hypermetropia, they are not able to distinguish the letters. Okay, because the whatever the image formed will be beyond the retina. Now our aim is to bring back that image on the retina. How to do? Yes, now let us understand how to correct the hypermetropia. Now look at this. As I told you, this is our lens. Okay, yeah, so this is our lens and the rays will enter the lens and the image will be formed beyond the retina. So to bring back the image on the retina, we are using the convex lens. Very important. Convex lens of appropriate power. So by using the convex lens, what will happen? Little bit convergence will take place, and this is our eye lens. Okay, and we try to make the image will fall on the retina by using the appropriate power of water, convex lens. So this is about the second defect of vision, right? I hope you understood this condition. And the next important, the third one is presbyopia. Presbyopia, right? So presbyopia means a person with a presbyopia can occur both myopic eye and hypermetropia. That means he is not able to see, in the sense, not able to distinguish nearby object as well as distant objects. Both myopia and hypermetropia occurs in a presbyopia condition. Basically, this presbyopia condition occurs by aging. Okay, by aging above 45 years of age, basically such condition can be observed here. So what to do? For this correction, we are using bifocal lens. Bifocal lens. What is this bifocal lens? The bifocal lens consists of two lenses. One is convex lens and another one is concave lens. One is convex lens, another one is concave lens. So okay, sometimes if you see your grandparents specter, right? So in that spec, the lower part, can you see the lower path, right? Here there is a curve, and this side like this, it is a curve, and upper part will be plane. Okay, so this lower part we call it as convex lens to see the nearby object. So this is upper part will be concave lens to see the far object clearly, right? This is how we are corrected by using bifocal lens. This bifocal lens consists of both convex lens as well as concave lens. Hope you understood, right? So if you like the video, kindly subscribe and put the bell icon so to get the all notification.